welcome to the Voncast show. Today, special guest, Casper Sun. How's it going, man?
Yeah.
We good? Cool. Thanks for coming out here. Yeah. Appreciate it. Drove out from SGV. Arcadia 626. So, man, what is it about Arcadia, SGV, that has such good Asian food?
Because I feel like the SGV is like where all the Asian transplants go.
Really?
Yeah. Because like in Arcadia, it's so prevalent. You see like all these like people from, it's been talked about before, but you see a bunch of people from China just like really coming in and investing in Arcadia, specifically Arcadia's like market and like the houses that you see.
Yeah.
And like it makes sense. Like I get it from someone who just wants to make money.
Right.
These houses have a lot of value, and if you just let it sit for a while, it's gonna raise the value, And that's what they do. And then they sell that shit. And then,
That's cool. No, you can cuss. I don't give a fuck.
But yeah, okay.
That's cool, man. How did you grow up in Arcadia?
I did. All my life, actually.
All your life.
The only time I spent outside of Arcadia was like maybe couple summers in Taiwan, or when I was in school in San Diego.
Where in SD? Your school, college there?
Yes, UC San Diego.
How was it? It was alright.
It was chill. It was really awesome. I think it was almost too chill.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
I do understand. I mean, like, I guess compared to LA and SGV, SD is like a little more relaxed, possibly.
Yeah, exactly.
What did you major in?
I majored in probability and statistics.
Nice. Damn, you're good at math, huh? I'm horrible at math.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah,
I like to think so.
That's good. I mean, probability and statistics, that's really good.
Yeah, it's not for everyone. It's like
it's hard.
It's a weird concept to get around because like I took a class where I was studying the idea of counting numbers. I wasn't even counting like 1, 2, or 3. I was like, what? How do you count 1, 2, and 3?
That's interesting. I took a stats class. The first time I failed.
Oh shit.
The second time I retook it, I did better. I got a B, I think. I think it depends on your teacher and how much you go to tutoring. Because I always think like tutoring, like people who really need it go, but the people who do really well, they go to tutoring often and they don't wait till last minute like myself. But let's take it back, man. So you grew up in Arcadia. What was your upbringing like, man?
It was alright.
Like, were you always into music as a kid and going to middle school? Was that like your thing? Or?
Yeah, I think as a kid, I wasn't really into music until my mom made me learn clarinet.
Nice.
Yeah.
I played the flute. I was horrible.
The flute's fun though. I think they're underrated. I think those instruments are underrated too.
Yeah. Everyone wants a saxophone. Yeah. It's like it was all cool and jazzy and stuff. Did you ever do good in clarinet? Like
I was actually pretty fire.
Really?
Yeah.
Elementary school?
Middle school and elementary school.
Nice.
I used to play Flight of the Bumblebee, and that shit was so fun. But I have a grudge against my middle school band teacher because I was by far the best clarinet player.
Yeah.
He didn't like me, so he didn't make me first chair. Piece of
Nice.
shit. So I dropped out of band, and then I did drama the next.
Nice. How was drama?
It was alright.
Alright.
It was actually really fun, but at the same time, I felt like drama wasn't for me. Just because everything felt so scripted.
Isn't that what kind of it is?
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what I learned. Yeah.
I mean, but I think you I don't know, builds your personality, maybe?
It does.
Because drama is like theater, right? Where you do plays and shit, where you like read a bunch of scripts, you learn how to like, I don't know, evoke emotion and express emotion. What I don't get, I don't know if they taught you this, how do people cry? Can people cry on command? Is that a thing?
I think so. Like from the way that, like I've heard about it, like, I've actually heard you can tell when someone's fake crying.
How?
If the tears are coming from like down straight the middle or from the corner of the eyes.
That's interesting. Like I don't know, I guess you have to think of like something really like emotional, something really almost depressing, which I guess can be traumatic if you keep cry on the spot. Yeah. But I think maybe like just put like teardrops and then I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's also what they do because like
it's hard.
I think it's easy. It's just easier to get away with doing that.
That or laugh on command. I guess think of something funny.
Oh, you know what? I could probably laugh on command.
But there's like a good laugh and like a fake laugh.
Yeah.
But
Hey, do you have a work laugh?
I know it. I know what you're talking about. Like when you have like a boss or like a supervisor, it says a funny. They try to be funny, but you're like, that's not funny. But I should laugh anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was good. That's good. That was good. I saw you did there. Yeah, one of those. When did you start listening to music? Like heavy? I mean, when did you get into it?
You know, I was thinking about this actually. You know, Motion City Soundtrack.
The Future freaks me out,
bro.
Yo, it's just fire.
Yo, they were just playing in LA. I missed it because I was busy, but I think they were like the first band I was really listening to. I remember I had my iPod Nano, second generation. I was just like scrolling through the click wheel, like, Future freaks me out, A-OK.
Dude, Cordon Bleu, that was a good one. Man, I'll tell you what, man. I'm aging myself. 2006, I was on a Warped Tour in San Francisco. I'm from the Bay. I crowd surfed to Future Freaks Me Out. I had my fucking digital camera, 3 megapixel. I was doing that while crowd surfing in my girl jeans and Vans. No, Converse, sorry, Chucks. Man, it was, dude, that song, The Future Freaks Me Out.
Damn, yeah.
I'm not surprised, but I'm happy that they're still around.
Mm-hmm.
Longevity wise, I haven't listened to too much of their new stuff.
Same, honestly.
I'm a bit, not biased, but I'm a little hesitant to listen to bands that I grew up listening to, their new shit. Right? Like, what other bands? Fall Out Boy, I stopped listening after a while. I love Fall Out Boy, but I stopped after, like, the Infinity, I think. Did you get into Fall Out Boy?
I never followed them entirely, but you know who's been killing it? Who's that? I always got them confused.
Pilots?
No, I always got them confused with Fall Out Boy because of the way they sounded.
Mm-hmm.
No. They're like Something After Disco.
Panic at the
Disco. They're still going at it.
Are you serious?
No. One of the dudes still going at it.
Brandon Urie.
Yeah, I think has he always been the one? Is it only been one guy?
Well, I didn't have a solo career.
Oh, Panic at the Disco has always just been one guy then?
No, it was a band.
Oh, okay.
But I Write Say It's Not Tragedy. I love that shit, dude.
There's that new song that's on the radio by them, like, I
gotta listen. At the same time, it's like, I have such high expectations that when I listen to older bands do stuff, I'm like, oh man, it's not the old stuff. But you gotta accept, like, people change and your music changes.
Yeah.
Have you been to Emo Night?
I want to.
You should go. Bro, I got a fucking Emo Night tattoo right here. Right here. Emo Night tattoo. I went once, and it was so good to get a tattoo, dude. It's amazing. It's like, we should go. It's in LA, though. It's once a month, every Tuesday. Like, imagine everyone, you listen to My Chemical Romance?
Yeah, bro. Oh, they're coming back. They got a tour.
I saw that. Imagine everyone, it's not even like My Chemical Romance, it's a fucking DJ playing songs. Imagine everyone singing Black Parade in unison. It's just like a religious experience. Holy shit. It's fucking fire. We should go.
I feel that.
We should go.
Hell yeah, I'm down.
I'm down. I'm down. So what are you saying? So My Chemical Romance is back?
Yeah, I think they're on tour.
They are.
Or maybe I missed it already. I think it was in March.
You know, I don't even want to try. I don't want to get my hopes up looking at the dates and trying, because I bet it sells out in 2 minutes.
I think I already sold out.
Oh, see? Like, I heard they only had one LA show in the Inglewood Forum, but I heard they added more. But
yeah, they did.
It's probably sold out.
Yeah, honestly.
What other bands you like, man?
I think growing up, that kind of echo like our conversation. Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters is dope.
I love Foo Fighters.
Incubus.
I won't lie, their Sonic and Highways, I feel like they can't innovate anymore.
Really?
That's my hot take on Foo Fighters. I love Dave Grohl.
Mm-hmm.
I love, I forgot Taylor, I forgot the drummer's name, but I love all those dudes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hear anything new in their music. And that's why I kind of get what you mean. Like, before when I first heard them, they were revolutionary. But all of a sudden, like, all their new stuff, it's like, I feel like rock and roll isn't really progressing. And where it's going to is just blending into other genres.
I think I haven't listened to too much rock and roll stuff, but you're not the first person to say that. I've heard that a lot. I know, like, there was that whole wave of like the emo stuff mixing with like the EDM stuff for a little bit.
Yeah.
It was, some of it's cool. It's cool. Did you ever get into like EDM, or was that a recent thing for you?
You know, I was never really into EDM. I'm still really not. But I hang out with a bunch, like all my homies love it.
Mike Myers and all those fools?
Yeah.
Love that shit, bro.
Yeah.
The DJ, Chris Moon, you know Chris Moon? Or no, Chris Fang, Moon Fang, I'm sorry.
Oh, Tuna de Luna or something?
Yeah, that's cool. I gotta get him on the show. All those fools play, personally, why I don't listen to EDM as much. I used to roll a lot. So if I listen to it, I'm triggered to fucking like roll. So
Oh, okay.
I'm like, And it's just, I'm more mellow. And that shit's just like, boom, oh, fuck, man.
Yeah.
So I take it you haven't been to like a
Never been to a rave. I never really cared for it.
It's cool. It's a cool experience when you're young.
Yeah, I feel.
I used to go, but it's a lot of people.
Yeah, I feel like it could get overwhelming, but I really like festivals instead.
Have you been?
Yeah, I've been to like Coachella. I've been to that thing in San Francisco.
Oh.
Outside events.
What are they like? I've never been.
Yo, Coachella is. I don't want to bash on Coachella.
No, you can bash on it because I can't justify paying $400 to $500 for a weekend, and plus you have to get a hotel. I guess if the lineup is that good, but I've just never been like, oh shit, I'm dropping X amount of money, like $500 to $600, almost $700 for a hotel, whatever, to watch it.
I feel.
But no, it's an experience.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's all about the experience. Like when I went, I was just minding my own business, just with my friends. It was amazing.
Oh yeah,
I camped. That shit was. I'm not gonna camp again. It was horrible.
Oh,
But it's an experience.
It's an
experience. I don't regret it. I'm not gonna do it again.
I think if I was younger, I'd be down to camp. I've had friends that camped. They're like, well, there's no shower. You have to get in the shuttle and go to this place. You take a bird bath kind of thing. It's like a full-on shower.
Exactly.
I like sleep. Maybe if I was in my 20s again, I wouldn't mind just like staying up on there. But what year did you go?
I went when I was like 20.
Okay.
So I was like young.
So who was playing? You remember?
Yo, I saw AC/DC.
Wow.
Yo, I grew up with AC/DC.
Wow.
I was like,
okay, you're really rock right here.
yeah, I loved Highway to Hell, Brian Johnson and all of them. Angus Young was just on a platform. I just felt his sweat drop on me.
Nice.
I'm gonna believe it was his sweat because something wet dropped on me. It's like
Probably sweat or Were you okay? So growing up, did your other friends listen to the music you liked, like rock and stuff?
They did.
Did they?
They did. That's why I think that's how I became friends with them because I think in middle school, people were listening to a lot of emo indie rock or emo shit. Yeah. You know, I like that shit. But I was really just diving into like what Aerosmith was doing because they had an album called Rocks, which I thought was phenomenal. And then I started listening to more Guns N' Roses.
Welcome to the Jungle.
Yeah.
Did you play that Guitar Hero shit?
Oh, Guitar Hero was another level. You know, I never fucked with Guitar Hero. I fucked with Rock Band.
It's similar.
You know, I thought that Guitar Hero always looked too cheesy. Like everything was just overdone. Rock Band was a lot more real and like just crisp.
I remember that. That was like, I mean, it revived like the old school stuff.
You're right. It did. It did. It really did for a while.
It did. I wonder like if that was good for the community or not, because it's like commercialized kind of thing. Like maybe.
Like you think it brought it too mainstream and like brought it all back down?
Maybe. I mean, I think it's cool that they kind of revived it. They paid homage, but I don't know.
I thought it was really fun because like it was when I was really discovering rock and roll music, and there's like this new toy that I get to discover it even more. Yeah. But you know what though? I suck at rock band.
Me too.
I was always better at guitar. It was weird.
I like the small, like the easier levels.
Yeah.
And then, but it's funny. Like I thought I could play the guitar and shit. You really can't.
It's not practice.
It's not
actually not practice.
So you're into rock at first. When did you get into hip hop?
My first hip hop album that I really listened to was actually Childish Gambino's Camp.
Nice.
So this was like, oh shit, I forgot the timeline. I think I was in high school. Okay. Yeah, I was in high school and I was just listening to some of his camp, and like one of his songs hit me like a bag of bricks on the face. Because I think as a rock and roller, I'm a rock and roller. As a rock and roller,
yeah.
There's always been like this hierarchy or this distinction between like rock music and hip hop. Oh, I make rock music, hip hop is trash. Or like, oh, I make hip hop music, rock music is just so fucking boring.
Yes.
You know? But I feel like, well, yeah, and where was I going with this?
So, this is your first hip hop album you listened to.
Yeah.
Hit you in the face like a bag of bricks.
Yeah.
Childish Gambino.
Yeah, so like I always just felt like hip hop wasn't worth it to me because what I hear on the radio is like it was like that Cyclone song or like maybe like Twisted Like a Cyclone, I forgot. Or like Sierra's Two Step.
Okay.
You know, like these are fire. I had appreciation from them afterwards.
Yeah.
But I think when I was listening to rock music, I was all about the lyrics. I was like, oh, this is fire. This is deep. This hits. You know, but like when I listened to Camp, that was my first experience of listening to a rap hip hop album that had actual meaning. And then that just like let me explore everything else. I was like, oh, Sierra's Two Step is fire.
Yeah. 100%. Like in high school and college, I was in both feelings. I dressed like emo kid. I had scene hair. I had the girl jeans. I had the small band shirts. Same time I was rapping, and this was in like 2006, 2007. It wasn't like I think now this generation, they're more accepting of all genres. Whereas back then it's like, oh, you can only listen to this or you can only listen to that. So when I was rapping, I rap. No, you don't. Look how you dress. I spit bars. Oh shit, you can actually rap. But I understand that that you can only like one thing.
Yeah.
I totally get that, and I'm pretty sure, like myself, you felt like you had to pick and choose kind of thing.
I did. Even now, I feel like I have to pick and choose. Like I'm not fully rapping anymore, but I'm also not fully going into guitar. But
you play guitar?
Yeah.
What?
I produced that entire EP I showed you.
No shit. Oh fuck. Hey, that's really good, man. I mean, to be multi-talented in music, to produce, play guitar, to rap, and to sing, I think that really your value goes up. I can only rap. So I podcast.
But it's like I've always wanted to have a focus. I think in everything I do, in terms of like, even all like the projects I'm working on, like work, school, music, Popeye, or like just what I do in music.
Yeah.
I think I need some more focus.
Right.
But I also like doing everything.
That's good. That could be a focus. I mean, I think there are a couple of schools of thought to this where it's like, if you focus on one thing, you'll be super good at that one thing. Then there's also that, don't put all your eggs in one basket. It's good to be diverse. At one point, I'm just gonna fucking rap. Just, best rapper of life shit, But then it's like, all right, well, I'm not a fucking Jadakiss. I'm not fucking, I know that. It was hard because I was super, like, into the lyrical, spiritual, super critical, all that shit, But it was I was to the point where, like, I just felt I had to out-rap the next person that it stopped being fun for me.
Oh, I feel.
So I'm like, well, like, that's not me, man. So I started doing different things, like doing melodic stuff, doing more fun stuff, like more party songs. It was like, I'm having fun again. That, and also I was like, let me get into podcasting too. And while I got a camera, let me like do some vlogs and video editing. I did one music video, I shot one. It was cool. But it's kind of cool when you try different things. Like you said, like you're doing different things. You're playing guitar, you're rapping, you're singing, you're producing. I think network-wise, you can do a lot more. You can go outside of just rapping, which there's nothing wrong if you just rap. But I think this day and age, it's hard to just be a rapper because everyone is a rapper, which there's nothing against. That's great. I think it distinguishes you from other people. And you're 24, what the fuck? Imagine what you can do when you're 30? Oh shit, bro. You know what? It's daunting, huh?
Yeah, honestly.
I had a hard time turning 30, bro. I was like 27, 28. I'm like, damn, I didn't do shit with my life, bro. I'm fucking, but like, I don't know. I'm accepting it. It's cool to be 30. Man.
I feel like those are the thoughts that really like hinder you. I think 30s is like the new 20s.
Yeah.
And I think that in 20, that's where you can make so many mistakes.
Yes.
But I think it's at 30 when you really start to understand, okay, this is what my mistakes have led me to.
Oh.
And now this is where I'm at right now, and this is where I can really start my life. I think that's how I want to approach my 20s. Like, this decade is just a decade for me to make mistakes and just really learn from it. And then when I'm 30, that's when, like, life is going to hit, and I'm going to be prepared for that.
I like that. Wow. Did you major in philosophy too?
No, I just think a lot. I'm by myself a lot.
Me too. No, that's good. Because I definitely made my fair share of mistakes. I still do, but I tell younger people, they're like, yo, 20 is your time to make mistakes. Because I think a lot of times we subscribe to, society tells us, like, at this age, you have to accomplish this, and this, right?
Yeah.
like, I mean, when I was growing up, I always thought, okay, like, society's telling me, like, I gotta have a house, well-paying job, all this shit by 30, you know.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
And like, it just sucks, like, well, there are cool goals to aspire to, but it's not just, you know, just because you don't do that doesn't mean, like, you failed or anything. Everyone has a different path, you know. But that's good, I like that. Coming from you as someone younger, I like that approach, because I wasn't even thinking like that, I was just kind of fucking doing whatever.
Yeah, dude, I think it takes a lot of pressure off of what you do, too, because I feel like I can take a lot of risks. But you know what? I also feel like I'm not taking enough risks.
Well, I mean, it depends what kind of risks, but I think it's cool to try different things. But no, I think, you know, do what you're comfortable with and maybe step out of that comfort zone, but not too much.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, if you're doing all those, that's good. That's good, man. I don't regret it, but like looking back, it's like, I wonder what happened if I learned how to make beats, because everyone's a rapper now. If you make beats, you can put your shit on BeatStar, you can like sell your beats and stuff, you know? You mentioned Popeyes. I looked at your Instagram. It's not the chicken sandwich, Popeyes Media, right?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a media publication.
Oh.
We explore culture through music.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I guess like a lot of that we work on is really finding like niche cultures that people kind of overlook almost.
Mm-hmm.
Like people kind of acknowledge it, but they don't really know too much about it. I think that's where we come in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's in it?
A bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
I think right now there's like 5 core members.
Okay.
But before, and even right now, we have like really a wide auxiliary team, upwards of I think like 18, just people we worked with, you know.
So
they got pretty big for a while.
When did it start?
Like 2 years ago, actually.
Okay.
2017. That's like 2 years ago.
2-3 years.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. So you do that also. So when you listen to Childish Gambino's music, was that a point in your life where like, I'm gonna rap now? Or was that till later on?
That was later on. I think I had to really understand what hip hop was, and not only what it was, but its significance and its influence, and a lot of what it means to the hip hop community before I felt comfortable really trying my own hand at it. Because, you know, like, it's not my culture. I feel like hip hop isn't my culture, and it's not for me to really just take just because I thought it was cool. It took me a while to really understand, like, okay, this is how I should do things. I shouldn't be doing things this way just because like Rakeem did it or Eric B, just because I'm not that culture. This is how I'm going to tackle it. Yeah. And, you know, eventually, like, you know, I started listening to hip hop maybe sophomore year of high school. I started rapping sophomore year of college, so it took me 4 years to really understand, you know, like, what is my homework, what is going on, how do I insert myself into this culture without, you know, like, offending
appropriation.
Exactly.
I like that a lot. You know what? That's good. I like hearing that.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. That there's Lord Jamar said this on live TV. It's like, you know, like people outside of, you know, Black Latino culture, like, you're welcome. Hip hop is like a house. You're welcome. You're a guest. Don't move the furniture. Don't fuck shit up. I feel the same way you do.
Don't move the furniture.
Yeah, you know, be respectful. I feel the same way. You know, because like you said, it's not my culture. I'm appreciating. I'm borrowing from it in a sense. I'm trying to give back, and you gotta move. You gotta move like in a. There's nuances to it. Right?
Yeah. Definitely.
I mean, I'm not saying there's written rules, but you gotta do it in a way where it's tasteful.
That's so true. There are no written rules.
There's no written rules.
No one has like a book of just like, this is what you gotta do.
Yeah. You know, and it's different. I think now that you see more Asian Americans or Asians going into hip hop music. You know, 88 Rising, all those guys. There are certain, you gotta navigate the waters. You know, be careful. I mean, have fun, do your thing, but you know, for me, you know, I would never get offended if someone said, "Oh, you're like a culture vulture. You're culturally appropriating." To me, I would get defensive. I'd ask how and why and what can I do. I mean, in a sense, like no one can tell me I can't rap, but you know, if I did something that's questionable, I wouldn't get defensive if someone called me out on it.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's about learning. It's about appreciating that culture and appreciating Black culture, and you know, and what it comes with. You know, it's not just the music; it's a bigger thing. But I'm glad you have that mindset. You know, it's, you know, I think it's a topic that should be more discussed. But yeah, 100%. I'm glad that you feel that way. When I was younger, I was always like in high school, oh, you're not black, how come you're rapping? It wasn't that popular back then, you know. But you try to grow into it, you kind of learn, and you're gonna love it. You know, I'm okay with being an outsider. I'm not saying, oh, center of attention. I'm okay with being an outsider, seen as an outsider, since it's not my culture. I accept it, and it's cool. You know, being like that and just, you know, not being so defensive and being willing to learn and see things from different perspectives. It matters. So, how many EPs have you done? Like 3 or 4, right? The most recent one was Extended Adolescence, right?
Yeah, that was I randomly just dropped that mixtape. I was like, I just felt some type of way because it was like the end of the year. I was like, damn, it's been a tough ass year.
Yeah.
And then I just had like 6 songs in the vault. I was like, fuck it. I have more songs in the vault too that I'm working on. But it's like, I finished. I was actually never going to show anyone these songs. Extended Adolescence, I wasn't going to show anyone these songs. I showed like a few friends, but these were always just songs meant for me because I think like writing a song is therapeutic.
It is.
When I wrote these songs, I was going through a hard time. Yeah. And I just wrote this I was the only audience when I wrote these songs. But like come around like the new year, I was like, fuck it, they're actually not bad. Yeah. You know, like actually, like I personally thought they were actually pretty good songs. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna share it. Yeah. And then that was like I had my first mixtape, which took down. And then I had a second mixtape that I also took down.
Why'd you take it down? Wasn't your thing?
Yeah, it just wasn't my thing. I feel like I grew so much out of it, and then I think like just listening back at it, I was like, wow, I sound so much better right now. I'm gonna take this down.
I mean,
it's like the lost mixtapes.
I see that, but at the same time, it's like maybe you can re-upload them later on, but
maybe someone will like find it on Dat Piff.
Yeah, Dat Piff. Oh my God, Dat Piff. OG shit. I think it's cool sometimes when I look back and it's like, oh shit, this is where I started. I think you're right, looking at your old stuff, it might be a bit cringy, like, oh shit, why did I say that? Or why did I sound like that? But at the same time, it's like, look how far I've grown.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I get you. There's some songs, I've never taken down too many songs, but I only started recording and dropping stuff like a couple years ago. But I can see that. You know, I would never, there's one song on YouTube I have from 2007. I cringe the fuck out of it. And it's a cool song. My friends like it. I'm like, oh God, it is horrible. Like, what a fucking, you know, it's funny because I can't take it down because it's on my old YouTube channel and I forgot my password. Oh. Can't take it down.
You didn't even know that you can't send that shit back.
No. But I get that. Looking back, I'm like, oh God, that's fucking horrible, bro.
I know. I feel like it's like, I only sent it to private, so I think like, and I saw like a few people downloaded it, so I feel like maybe one day they'll just upload it. Just like remember this shit.
It's cool. It's cool to look back. Yeah, it can be cringy, but it's like okay, I grew a lot.
Yeah, it's actually motivation too, because like you know, I did like 2 mixtapes with the close homie Jeff. Yeah. We actually do Popeye together, and there were a few good songs there. My foot is itchy.
That's okay.
There are like a few good songs there, and then like every now and then we both listen back to it, and we're like, wow, we grew so much. This is actually pretty inspirational. Yeah. But I also still wouldn't want to show anyone those songs anymore.
Yeah, no, there's some songs where it's like I've recorded, I've written some stuff, and it's like, fuck, this is it's so vulnerable. Yeah. I don't want to show people, but I think those kind of songs, even though you're kind of hesitant, you're not the only one feeling and going through what.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think a lot of people are like, oh shit, thanks for listening to that. Thanks for writing that. It sounds good. But I get what you're saying where it's like, man, it's such an emotional thing for me. I don't want to put it out there because people will know what I'm going through. But at the same time, people might benefit from it. Yeah. So 100%, man, it's tough.
I think that's a lot about just like being an artist. I feel like you can't be an artist unless you're like, I think one of the facets of becoming a true artist is really, is really becoming vulnerable. It's because people eat that shit up in a good way. People aren't vulnerable with themselves, and the only way they can feel vulnerable is if someone else is vulnerable in front of them. You know?
I get that 100%. One thing that I recently saw is like, I don't want to sell sympathy. I don't want people to feel bad for me is the thing. Like, I'm all for this, the mental health trend. Like, oh shit, man, I'm 100% for it. Now I hope that artists who are talking about mental health are like actually going through it and not using it as like a selling thing. Because it's like if someone says they're going through shit, they're feeling suicidal and whatnot, that's a very serious topic. And I hope that people are like genuinely going through that. Not that it's it's a shitty point in their lives, but I just hope no one's fucking faking that shit. Cause like, come on, man, you're exploiting mental health, and I hope no one's doing that. But to me, it's like, I don't know. That's my only thing with that type of stuff. I hope no one's exploiting it because it's a very serious topic.
Yeah. But at the same time, like, okay, do you think everyone needs therapy? Or do you think... Okay, here's the thing. Do you think everyone needs therapy? Or do you think people just need better friends? Because fuck therapy, just talk to me, That's like one mindset. The other mindset is like, I'm your friend, you shouldn't burden me with this, find someone else.
Well, there's to a degree, you can talk to your friends, but there's a certain point depending what your situation is. Like, I'm all for friends coming to you for advice, but at the same time, I'm not a therapist. Mm-hmm. I'm not equipped with I'm not a licensed therapist. The most I can do is listen. There's only so much I can listen to before it weighs in negatively in my life. Mm-hmm. So it depends what it is, because I don't know, like certain stuff I can't and don't want to give advice to because I don't want to say the wrong shit and something might happen. Not sue, but not sue, but my friend can do something that I'll really regret because that's like a certain advice. But for me, I think if you can afford it, which I think like if you have insurance, but I'm pretty sure there's sliding scales and stuff, I'm looking to get in a therapist because I have shit in my life that I need help with. And I think another buzzword is self-care. I think self-care is great. It can only do so much, I think, depending how deep your trauma is. It's good to have friends to talk to, but I think also it's good to be aware that, your friends are also going through things and kind of like, maybe before you talk to them, like, hey, like, are you in the right mental space for me to vent? Because they could be going through hella shit and you're just kind of like packing stuff onto that. It's like, fuck, I don't do that,
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's good to have, having good friends is definitely good. Having shitty friends is horrible. But I think having like close-knit friends is good.
I think it's that community.
Yeah.
And, I wanted to work on this project with Michelangelo, but I think things didn't pan out.
Trouble Thursday EP or what?
Bro, something similar.
Why did he stop? Why did he stop?
I think he just got too much.
It's a lot.
It's a lot to do.
He burned it. It's a lot. I think
he's doing a lot. He's actually doing a lot.
He's doing a lot, bro. Michelangelo, we gotta do a fucking podcast. But what kind of project was Michelangelo? He's the only Filipino. I don't think too many Asians with beards. He got a fucking beard.
Oh, he does. I want to put a dip. I just want to dip a fry in that.
This is fucking funny, bro.
He's funny. He pulled up to my Popeye office with a Faku shirt.
Yo, hentai game all day. Hey man, I have a tattoo. I'm gonna show you this shit right now. Hold up. I have a tattoo on my thigh.
Your eye is just like, oh.
I'm gonna show you this right now. It's not finished. It's pretty hentai. Where is it? Fuck. Is it even?
What is the first thing you think of when you think of octopuses? You think of
Yes. No, tentacles. Yeah.
Because my friend wanted to get an octopus tattoo, but she was like, but what do people think of hentai?
That's what I would think. No, it's what I think. No, octopus, not so much. When I see tentacles,
okay, I feel that.
It's like I've seen enough hentai to know what happens next.
They just eat it. They just dip some soy sauce.
Yo, have you seen the people that eat the fucking octopus alive?
Yeah, that shit just squirms around.
I saw this girl's face got fucked up for trying to do that shit.
Oh, fucked up how?
Like, the tentacle stuck to her face. But it's like, dude, that you're called to.
Is that harmful? Is there poison in it?
No, but she tried to pull it out. I think her skin got fucked up.
Oh shit, that sucks.
Where the fuck?
I was like, how tight can those really fit?
Okay. I'm doing a bad job by being on this and looking, but I gotta show you this shit, man. I gotta show you right now because
Is it a tattoo?
it's a tattoo. I got a tattoo of a girl drinking boba.
Oh, a hentai girl drinking boba.
Yeah. I guess if I can't find it. Oh fuck! Did I take it down? No. Yo, what the fuck?
Alright, where'd you get the tattoo from? Edward?
No, Edward Said-Doe.
No, Edward gave me a tattoo actually.
Really?
Yeah.
He gave Michelangelo one too.
Right, I saw that.
On my thigh.
Oh, that's fire. You have it?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Right there?
Yeah, it's a girl drinking boba, and like those are her boobs, and we replaced a dick with a boba because she was, you know. Get it?
I'm like really trying hard to see the boobs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I see that tattoo.
Yeah, but me and my boy part of Hentai Gang. There's it right there.
That's fire.
Yeah, thank you.
That's fire.
But Faku, okay, so I've never been to an anime convention. I know there's a Faku booth.
Oh, really? I've never been to the anime convention either.
Me neither.
You know, I started getting to anime over the summer.
Which, really?
Yeah, there was, what was that one with the black magic?
There's a lot of black magic.
Oh, thrill. Yeah, that's true.
Black Clover?
Black Clover!
Okay, that fool also has an annoying ass voice. I couldn't stand it for the first few episodes. I got used to it. It's really good.
I feel, yeah.
Are you caught up?
You know what? I'm not. I know that he has like a black book where he grabs a fucking sword.
Yeah.
He just grabs
anti-magic.
Yeah, it's like a vaginal portal. Just takes it out.
Yeah,
It opens up like a slit.
I guess. I suppose. I never saw it that way. But if you, spoiler alert, he has another sword.
Oh, yo, he has another sword?
Yeah.
That's dope. Where does he pull that one from?
I think the book gives him another one later.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
It's like leveling up.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's
That's dope.
fire. It's really fire. What else? What else do you watch?
I'm not caught up on Attack on Titans. Attack on Titan is hard because like the moment I start to like a character, they just get cut.
Yeah.
Like literally, just get cut.
First episode, yeah.
The first episode was intense. I was like, yo, everyone's dying. Who's gonna be in the show?
Yeah. For me, like, my mistake was reading too far ahead because season 2 ended a while back. I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. My friend's like, you know, you can read the manga, right? I'm like, oh shit. So I read the manga. I got fucking like went to a manga reading wormhole, fucking K-hole, and like. Now, season 3 came out. I don't want to watch it because I know what happens, but I should watch it because it's animation, it's better. It's like, I know what happens. So I'm hesitant to watch it. You ever get into Naruto?
You know, I've only watched the first season of Naruto. I never caught up.
Okay, I think you can skip Naruto and just watch Shippuden, it's more action. If you really wanted to.
What's the difference between the two? Are they completely different or related?
No, pretty much Naruto's when he's a kid, right? Shippuden is when he grows up, like.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what. Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
And then there's Boruto.
Boruto's his kid. People don't like it. I like it because they're so stuck on the Shippuden. Yeah. A lot of fillers. There's a website you can look for. Even in Black Clover, where you can look at a list of episodes, it'll say if it's a filler or not. Because one thing I hate is fucking fillers, dude. Like, some say it's character development. I think it's bullshit. Like, I mean, I guess, but like, you're just stalling so they can write new shit, which is fine.
I feel. I think that's like I was watching Full Metal Alchemist, and a lot of those episodes were fillers too.
Full Metal Alchemist. Watch Brotherhood.
I did watch Brotherhood. That was fun. That was the best one.
Okay, so Full Metal Alchemist, it veers from the manga, so it's like not canon per se. Brotherhood sticks to it more. It's more action. Did you watch the dog episode? No, you didn't. Tina. You saw it, Nina? That's fucked up.
Was her name Tina?
Nina.
Nina? Oh, Nina.
Dude,
that shit was fucked up.
You know, that's the first episode I saw.
Oh, bro.
It was Sunday. I was at my homegirl's house spending the night, and like I was watching that shit. I'm like, dude, this is fucked up.
You know what? I think that was the darkest episode, though. I don't think any other episodes.
I think that's one of the darkest episodes in anime overall.
Oh,
because that's like, and I was a kid. Spoiler alert. You know, the dad fucking fuses the dog and the kid into one being, and it's like, I think the dog wanted to die.
Oh, what? It did want to die. It was like, kill me.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Like,
he wants to live.
that's a fucking laughing too. It's fucked up. I'm kidding. But it's a meme. It's a meme. One of my friends, she fucking likes that shit. I'm like, you fucked up. She's like, I know. It's like, what the fuck, man? Edward, I gotta get him on the podcast. I've been meaning to go to his shop, and it's in Duarte, right?
Yeah. I got a moon tattoo.
A what?
I got a moon tattoo for 100 from him. No, he's fire. Shout out to Edward. But shout out to
Resurrection Tattoo.
Yeah, me too, because I'm Edward. So.
Oh, you're Edward?
Oh yeah, my name.
I knew your name was Edward. I don't expose it in the podcast. It's Casper Sun.
You know what's weird though? I think yeah, people know me as Casper, but people also refer to me as Casper. I think that's like I'm just trying to get over it.
What's funny? There's another rapper in the Valley. He's Filipino. His name is Casper with a K. Yeah, so I say Casper Sun. How'd you get the name Casper Sun?
Well, before I answer that,
okay.
There are actually people called Casper Sun.
Really?
Yeah. I go on LinkedIn, there's Casper Suns. I try to do Instagram at Casper Sun. There's already a Casper Sun. I was talking to my...
Is it like a last name?
Yeah, it's actually like
a Chinese name?
It is. Sun's a Chinese name. That's
S-U-N.
why I chose it. Yeah, S-U-N.
Is your last name Sun?
No, it's Chap.
Oh, say shit. I'm chumped up too. I'm kidding.
I feel. And then, so I was talking to my homie, and he was like, yo, you're Casper Sun? I thought my high school friend was putting out music, because his fucking high school friend was called Casper Sun.
Oh, shit.
I was like, fuck, my SEO.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Bleach?
No, I didn't. Why would that happen?
There's a character named Sosuke Eisen. My name is Von Eisen.
Oh.
And, I don't know. My friends came up to it because I kept showing them Bleach clips. They don't know shit about anime, but oh shit, that's funny. That's cool, you know. And when they're Von Eisen, I'm like, that kind of is cool. It was in 2012, and when I put it out there, they think Von Asian. I'm like, no, it's Von Eisen. I hate correcting them, so I just go by Von. That's my actual name, you know. And I don't know if I should change the name. It's it's I don't know. It's just tough. I know the SEO thing, yeah. So it's I don't know, Von. I like Shiba Vaughn, sounds cool. I fucking love Shibas, dude.
Yeah. Shiba Vaughn's pretty dope. She sounds like Shiba Sun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know that Doge meme? I'm fucking obsessed.
Doja Cat?
Doge, like the wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Much fun. Very podcast. Heck, that's my shit, bro. I had that on my graduation cap. I put out a picture.
Fun.
Yeah, dude. I fucking love Shibas. They're temperamental. You like dogs or cats?
I love dogs. Cats are growing onto me right now because I realize how chill they are.
Yeah,
so chill.
What's nice about cats is sometimes you want your space.
Yeah.
And cats give you that space. The only thing I don't like is sometimes they don't mean to, but sometimes their claws are really sharp.
Yeah.
And I just have an instant reaction to do this and kind of tell them to get off. But cats are more chill in that sense.
Wait, are their tongues also prickly?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't used to when it first licked me. I was like, yo, you stretch me?
Yeah. Yeah, that. You have a dog?
I do. I have a golden retriever. She's big and cute and fluffy and she's so bratty.
Really?
Yeah, she's smart, so she knows when we want her to do something, she knows what she she knows what we want her to do. And she just says no.
Really?
Yeah, she just sits there and has a tantrum.
When you take her for a walk, do you take her for a walk, or does she take you for a walk?
Oh, I take her for a walk.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Okay. I know, I've seen videos with on Instagram people with Shibas. They just don't move. They're like this.
Oh.
They put them in no. Shibas are temperamental.
Yeah.
They don't always like you. I say I've met 6 Shibas in my life. I say 4 don't like me.
Oh.
Yeah. I think that it's a thing where they're very selective. They don't just like everybody, which I kind of like, which is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
But they're very smart, and like you said, the temperament, they're kind of bratty, I guess, in that sense. But we got off into a really weird tangent. Let's go back.
Okay. Casper Sun.
Yeah, Casper Sun. How did that?
I wanted a real name, sort of like Frank Ocean, because I know Frank Ocean isn't his real name.
No way.
It's like
Chris.
It's like Chris Lonnie. No, I think it's like Lonnie Bro. Breaus. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's not his real name. He changed it.
I thought it was Frank Ocean.
No, it's fire. That was a fire name, but I wanted a real name that I could pass off as my artist name. So I was like, oh, what the fuck can you do? But I know I wanted to keep it kind of Asian and metaphorical, and Sun was the perfect one. Interesting. And then I was like, oh, what goes with Sun? Kevin, Kyle, Jasper, Casper.
Were you into the Casper the Friendly Ghost thing?
No, I wasn't.
No, you weren't. Okay.
I wasn't. I was actually talking with a friend of mine, Vivian, and I was like, "What do you think of Casper Sun?" She was like, "Whack." What about Casper? I was like, "Oh, that's actually fire." So that wasn't even my idea, to be honest.
Similar to mine, yeah. Okay. That's interesting. I figured you liked Casper the Friendly Ghost. No.
And you know, I settled him once just for the fun of it.
At the same time, I don't think that wasn't your generation, was it?
It wasn't.
Yeah, that was my
wasn't.
generation.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I mean, my generation was sort of like Tom and Jerry.
No. What? The old or new one? There's the old ass ones.
I think the old ones. The old one. Oh, 70s?
80s, yeah. There's older ones and new ones.
Dude, I remember just being sick at home, just watching Tom and Jerry all day, because the Cartoon Network would just play that shit back then.
Yeah, they do that. There was that.
I think it was a really old one, because they looked hella old. They were even talking.
Yeah, Tunes. Johnny Quest. Sometimes they play that.
Oh, Johnny Quest is like
fire.
not as old as Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo was cool.
Johnny Bravo was fire.
I didn't know that they were like they're impersonating Elvis the whole time.
Oh, for real?
I didn't know that. Yeah, the hair.
Oh, what? Oh, you know what? I get it.
I mean, like just how he was talking.
Oh yeah. Hey, mama.
Yeah, that makes sense now.
Oh yeah, you're so right.
This one never got laid. This is how he talks and stuff, you know, like, you should get it, you know, all this shit. And then the girls like kick his ass with pepper spray, it's hilarious.
He never found love.
No.
Fuck.
Did you get into cow and chicken?
Cow and chicken?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? No, I've heard about it though. I've always heard about it. I've never watched it.
What shows did you watch?
Wreck and Stumpy? No.
Ren and Stimpy?
Yeah. That shit was freaky.
You know what? Like, that came out on my time. Looking back now, that show was really fucked up.
Yeah, it was.
Like as a kid watching that shit, that was really suggestive stuff.
Yeah, it was.
That I don't know, man. That would fly these days. There was Robot Chicken.
Oh, Robot Chicken was always a trip. I would be just like at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Like, Robot Chicken would be on. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
I think
It was fire, but I was like,
they only played it at like I think after 10 p.m. A lot of networks and like Cartoon Network, they can play more adult themed stuff. What else? Cartoon, and there's a bunch of new stuff I never got into. What other shows you watch?
Like right now or like but back then? I think like back then it was really a lot of like cartoons. Like remember Pinky and the Brain?
That was good. Okay, you watched those. That's good. Animaniacs.
Yeah, Animaniacs. Yo, SpongeBob. I remember like waiting for the first episode to come out
really?
at my old house, just like sitting in front of the TV. And I was like, oh, when's SpongeBob? Because I saw a commercial for it on Nickelodeon. Because I would heavy watch Nickelodeon, the Amanda Show, fucking King and the Cow, and I was like,
old stuff,
yeah. I grew up on the TV and I grew up on the radio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't like SpongeBob in the beginning for a very long time.
Oh, bro.
Only because he had an annoying voice, but it kind of grew on to me. I think SpongeBob is one of the top memes. Like, there's so many memes came out of SpongeBob. And I remember, it's funny, I remember when it first came out, and I remember when they stopped making it. I remember that it came out like 2002, 2003, and they stopped airing shit like about a year or two ago.
Wait.
They stopped making new episodes. I mean, I'm sure they still play it, but they stopped making new episodes. Yeah. No more new episodes. Not to my knowledge. I mean, they could, but yeah. I'll let you sit with that one. On the silence. I'm sorry to be the bigger brand new, bro. It's just not there anymore. They still play it, but it's not there. It's not there, man. You see your face. Watch the video later on. You're like,
I didn't know that.
I'm sorry.
You know, in the background, I was always ready. I was like, you know what? SpongeBob's going to end one day, and this was when I was like still watching new episodes of SpongeBob. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it's like an old friend passed, but I never said bye. Wait, what was the last episode? Was there a last episode? Like a series finale where SpongeBob like says bye and like travels to the outside world?
Well, you said a movie, right? There's a movie.
Oh, they still made it after the movie though.
Let me see. I think. Let me see.
Oh my god.
Season 12, episode 51.
Season 12? Oh my god, 12 seasons of SpongeBob? That's impressive.
Wait, did it end? Wait, I feel like it ended. I think it ended, yeah. Did SpongeBob end? Until his death. What?
What? He died?
Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not ending? What? Hold on, I don't know, man. I thought it ended. I don't know, I think it ended. I'm pretty sure it ended.
Wait, it says, Wikipedia says original release, 1999 till present.
I thought it ended. Maybe it didn't.
Oh, let me look at the IMDb.
Maybe it didn't end. I could have sworn it ended, man.
Wait, season 12 was only in like a few months ago.
Okay.
2019. Oh.
Yeah, January 1st, yeah. Last episode of SpongeBob.
What?
Yeah.
Wait. What'd you read?
What? This is the last episode of SpongeBob!
Yeah, man. I think I could have sworn it ended. I'm not sure if the guy died, the actor, but I'm not sure, bro.
Oh, you know what? Someone did pass on the series.
Yeah.
Oh shit, was it Steven Hilbert?
It might have been.
Oh my god, I have to watch this episode.
Yeah.
I wonder if I'm gonna cry. I cry at like all the last episodes. I remember Parks and Recs, The Office, fucking Scrubs.
I cried at Hey Arnold once with a Christmas special.
For which one?
Hey Arnold?
Oh, you know what? I don't remember that. I remember watching Aaron, but not that episode.
Okay, it was Asian themed actually. It was Mr. Win. He talked about I think him and his daughter were separated. It was cool because it was historically context stuff where his daughter and him were separated because of the Vietnam War. I think they relocated and she was separated and she was trying to find her daughter. He was trying to find her daughter. It was really heartfelt, man. It was
wow.
Yeah, I'm like, it was really.
That's a Christmas episode right there.
Yeah, and I think what they did was everybody, he didn't know, but I think what everybody in the building did was they tried to look for her, and the people in that apartment complex, they found her and arranged a meeting for them to meet. It was really good, heartfelt, wholesome. Yeah.
Nice. I love it when like the old cartoons have like those gems where they like touch upon these subjects that just hit right now.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think like it's like ahead of their time sometimes, but at the same time it's just like you realize like people back then have been going through the same shit that people are going through now. It's like, it's almost like a warm communal feeling.
100%.
Yeah.
You're into Rugrats?
Oh, Rugrats was the shit. Fucking the dinosaur and the fucking baby.
Reptar?
Yeah, Reptar.
I heard, I don't know if it's true, Busta Rhymes is the voice for Reptar. I can see that, but I don't know. Putting it out there.
I was trying to process all this shit. What the fuck is Busta Rhymes doing as Reptar?
I mean, like...
He's Richard, what the fuck is he doing?
I know, I'm saying, like, well, the thing is, you know, I mean, Reptar, Rugrats is old, so, like, this is when he was in his, days.
Busta Rhymes is Reptar.
See? Alright. We're like...
That's fucking stupid. What the fuck?
We're hella, like, veering off. Okay. Music-wise, you have when is this new EP coming out? What's it called again? Midnight Radio?
Midnight Radio.
I heard the EP is very good. What I like was you're not. I mean, I don't mind you. That's cool. You're rapping, but I think it's cool that you started doing more. I didn't know you did guitar. You play guitars and then you produce the new stuff. You're also singing. Did you always sing? Was that your thing, or?
You know what? I've always wanted to sing, but I realized I didn't have a good voice.
Me neither.
I never heard you sing, so I can't sing shit.
No, I can't. I mean, I'm Filipino. I don't fuck with karaoke, bro.
Oh,
I did once. But it was an Eminem song, so I rapped to it.
oh, this is just a rap.
Yeah, bro.
But like, I think growing up, I wanted to sing, but I just couldn't sing because I didn't know how.
Yeah.
And then this one time in 8th grade, I got up and sang in front of everyone. I tanked. I was going through puberty, my voice was cracking, like, and it was not fire.
Yeah.
And someone commented on my Facebook, like, don't ever sing again. And I was like, fuck. Yeah. But then,
I mean, because the whole melodic wave is big, but I think it's cool to like be able to express yourself outside of rap.
Exactly.
It's cool, you know. And hey, man, the ladies dig it.
yeah, I think this goes back to what we said earlier because, to be honest, I don't feel like a rapper. I don't envision myself to be a rapper. I don't think hip hop is my realm. And I think if something were more true to me, it would definitely be this indie sphere. Because I think like practicing rapping is like, I consider like all the rap projects I've done just practice, just like get my bars going.
Yeah.
Pink Matter was probably like, not the apex, but probably when I like put everything together and that was like it was just fun to make.
Yeah.
But I don't envision myself keep on making that music because like this new stuff that I've been making has been a lot more in tune. And, you know, you can get a sneak peek of it on the extended Adolescence mixtape because all the guitar stuff I actually did myself too.
Wow.
And then for the next EP, Midnight Radio, it's just really me really fleshing out all these ideas. So I could be like an indie rocker who raps too.
I think it's good to have. I mean, I think you're going about it the right way where, you know, you check the landscape of hip hop and you're going about it the right way where it's like, I'm just going to rap or I stop rapping. I think you did it the proper way. You went through the proper channels. You're doing it right. You're being aware of cultural appropriation. You're knowing it's not your culture. And I think you went the right route. I think it's cool you're trying different things. You can switch back and forth. I think in a show, I think you'll have a bigger audience in a sense where it'll be like, some people like rapping, some people like singing, some people like both. You can put those two together in a song. It sounds really good. Are you an asshole?
Someone called me that. I think I am.
No, I'm saying that because of your song. I'm not an asshole because of my past hoes.
Billy rocked the fuck out of that. Yo, so I was talking to my friend. Shout out to Mrs. Tang.
Yeah.
Miss Tang. I was telling her about my dating life, and then at the end of it, she was like, "You're an asshole." I was like, "Oh, maybe." And I was like, it kept replaying that like phrase in my head, and then I was just playing on my bass one day.
I'm an asshole.
Like, yeah.
Past hoes.
Yeah.
They're past hoes.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. The bars, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit. That's what I'm fuck with that shit.
It was like I did not put that much thought into it. This is rhyme.
Sometimes.
I was like, what rhymes with pasto? Paso. El Paso.
Wow. See, sometimes it's a simple stuff that really gets to you, you know? Like, I'm like, oh shit, this is a double entendre.
Yeah, I think that was one of my favorites on the EP actually.
I was surprised. I listened played the first song. Her guitar, I'm like, oh shit, where's this going? You know?
Yeah, I think. Oh man, I really wish people could. I wish it was already out already.
I was like,
I set it up with my. I set it up on my. The release date is going to be in May for the first single of. I think it was called Anything. Why do you talk so much at 5 a.m.?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember that one, but that's going to be the first one coming out in May.
What was the meaning behind like the 12 p.m., 1 a.m., or 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m.? What was it?
Midnight Radio is like a breakup EP. Or it describes a breakup.
Okay, I was going to say like this is themed like a relationship theme, but it was more on like a breaking up. Like
well, yeah, you heard like, I think like you heard like a really rough take of it. You know, the first 3 songs haven't really been like, I'm still working on it.
Yeah.
But like the last 3 have been really like hammering it home. So like what do you think the EP is about?
Well, when I listen to it, it's obviously about a girl or girls. I felt like this relationship, something about a relationship, you know, maybe not going too well kind of vibe. I got that. I didn't know. I mean, it's probably based on what you were going through, but it felt like, you know, like kind of sad.
Yeah. I think it was each song takes you through a different stage of the relationship of the breakup. I think in the beginning, the first song is about what was the first song? Midnight Radio.
Yeah.
You know what? 2 of the most important relationships in my life, I think, kind of just ended like at 12 a.m.
Really?
Yeah.
Over text or FaceTime or what?
Phone in person.
Oh.
One was a phone, when the other one was in person.
Oh, okay. The one in person is good.
Yeah.
Phones are tough.
Yeah, that one blew up. That one, I'm still dealing with it right now. That one's fucked up. But like, it was like, yeah, it was like everything happened like around this time frame, like after midnight. And I was like, what the fuck? It's a thing. It's a thing.
No, that's it's tough to put like that kind of stuff in music.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, I think it's like, this is probably the most vulnerable I've been. And there's this one line where I said like, I'm a mess when I'm alone. And I wanted to take that out because I was like, wow, that's actually, it cringes me because it's like too real.
Yeah.
But like, I played it for my other friend, Chow, and he was like, that's my favorite line. I was like, oh, I guess I should keep it in. You know, because it was hard for me to keep it in.
Ironically, I think I'm a mess when I'm not alone. I think I'm better when I'm alone. Like, there's just one girl I'm talking to, and like, I didn't get upset. Well, she tried asking me like family shit. I didn't blow up at her, but I was venting to my friends. I'm like, why the fuck is she asking me this? They're like, it's because she wants to get to know you. I'm like, oh. It's been like years since I dated. So like, for me, I don't know, like, I don't know if they're being like fucking nosy or they're trying to get to know me. Mm-hmm. That's fucked up.
Yeah, I think it's about empathizing and like kind of considering like, oh, what is the intent behind these questions? Like, is it for like what's what's the purpose? Like, what is she? Is this more so that we could work on the relationship together, or is it like
I don't know?
One of us is just hurt.
Well, for me, it's like I've had other people ask me this just randomly, and I've been cool like answering. But for some reason, when she asked me this stuff, it pokes me the wrong way. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, I answer in like 1 or 2 word answers and my short answers, but. Yeah, I gotta be more like empathetic and stuff.
Yeah, I get you though. I think it's like the dynamic, because I think when you're in a relationship, there are like unspoken rules and like things that like if a normal friend were to do, you just be like, oh, this is the friend. But like in a relationship, if you piss off that other person, there's a lot more ramifications other than like, oh, you're just a homie, just like dab it out. You're good. You know?
Yeah, that's tough. So that one deals with more breakup stuff.
And the first song really just like sets the mood. Like, what's the tone going to be? It's kind of morose. It's like, oh, this dude's going through a breakup. The second song is sort of like telling myself to be strong. Mm-hmm. What are the stages of denial? Like anger.
Well, is it like the 7 things of grief or something?
Yeah. What are the stages of grief again? I forgot. I feel like I should know this because this is part of the spiel. But it's like
stages of grief.
Like 5 stages.
Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance.
Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna like pull shit out of my ass and like fit it like that, but like each song is like a stage. Like the second song is about like telling myself to be strong. The third song is like kind of more in denial and just really like yes, I'm an asshole. Please take me back though. No, the fourth one was sort of the fourth one. I don't know if you and that was like one of my favorites actually, because it was like a break. It felt like a break in the EP. It was like with the instrumental at the end, and I think that was like leading into the acceptance. The 5th song was acceptance. And the 6th song, it's called 6 a.m. in the future, and that's me moving on in the future.
Okay.
So it's like I take you through the stages of my grief and breakup.
That's tough, and you know, I give you props for even being in a relationship because I think I've emotionally like put a wall up because I don't want to get hurt.
Yeah.
You know, so that's good that you even tried. There was one person I tried to date last year in April. Lasted like a week. I mean, you know, it's all good. But to me, it's like, damn, it's just so. For me, it's a lot of. It's tough to be vulnerable, like in life, in terms of relationships, because I don't want to get hurt, and so I just kind of do away with it. It kind of sucks. I mean, like hooking up and cool once in a while, do your thing, but like actual relationship, getting to know that person. A lot of times, ironically, I just want to be friends with women. I just want to be friends because I don't. I mean, no lie, I got a lot of attractive female women that are friends, and part of maybe I should try some moves or something. But I was like, well, what if I fuck that up and I fuck our friendship up? So I'm like, I'm just gonna chill.
You're right. I think friendship is a lot more important at the end of the day. And I think it's like, forgot what I was gonna say actually.
Like, okay, would you rather date someone who you don't know, and in the event that it doesn't work out, it doesn't fuck up like your friendship and your circle of friends, or would you rather date someone you've known for a while, build a relationship with, a friendship with, and then date them?
I think it's always like the latter or the former actually. I think the way that I go, it's like, yeah, I don't want to mess up a friendship. And I'd rather, I don't know, because part of me would want to be able to start off like dating off the bat. Just because like if the attraction is like violently there.
Holy shit.
Passionately
Damn,
there.
okay, 21 Shades of Grey. Okay, alright, bro.
But you feel me, like it's that instant connection. It's like, why not go for it and see where it goes? But I think like in other times, like friendships, like I don't want to mess that up.
Yeah.
I think, but you know, at the same time though, like you're right. Like I do want to be able to have female friends, or sorry, just like women friends. Yeah. Cause sometimes there's just too much testosterone in the air.
Yeah. Yeah. No, honestly, I know most of them, bro. Most of my guy friends work at the tattoo shop. So.
Yeah, I feel it. Yeah, a bunch of dudes.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. You know, nothing against it. Yeah. but no, I mean, there's also that argument. It's like, well, a lot of people that I know that are like in long-term relationships or have been, it's lasted this long because they were friends first. You know, and it's like that makes sense. Yeah, we started off as friends, and we both decided to take another level. The attraction grew over time as opposed to being there off the bat. A lot of times, I didn't like him at first. I didn't like her at first. And we became friends, and over time it developed into something else, which is beautiful. I've never really had that.
Yeah.
And sometimes maybe it was there. Like, I don't want to fuck it up. What happens if I fuck it up? Because I've been in that where it's like, there's one time I fucked it up where like it was cool, but then like I kind of pushed it, and she was cool with it, and it just was like awkward after.
Yeah, I feel.
And it's just like, oh fuck, man. Like, I could just watch porn of them. That would have been good, You know what I mean? A lot of times to me, it's like where it's like, man, do I like her, or I'm just like in that mood? So you're saying that. So what I do is I go on Pornhub and I do my thing.
Yo, that's me. Yo,
smart. You're smart. So after that, it's like, well, after all that, I'm like, well, do I still like her, or am I just want to be friends? Most of the time, I just want to be friends.
It's that post-nut clarity.
Yes, that's the term. It's just.
I remember Michelangelo post on Facebook. Post-nut clarity is a thing.
It's fucking Michelangelo. Yeah, man, Trouble Thursdays. That was cool. Was he the only one doing that for everybody?
I was like talking to him because I wanted to like build my own like community,
bro.
Like a place where people could get together and just really sit down together in the 66. But that never happened because like both of us got real busy and like priorities.
Bro, like all those fools are fucking busy. I see all these events.
Yeah, man.
I had to get a carpool to go to that Cosmic Cube event. It's Temple City. It's hella far.
Where do you live?
Here. Oh, sorry. I live here.
Oh.
Yeah. I live.
Also, that's why there's a bed over there. I see a shower too.
Not here, but like I live in this area, North Hills / North Hills. I have a car, but I got a carpool. You know Haru? She's like this girl with like pink and purple hair.
No.
Yeah, she's part of that group. There's so many people. Are you in South Asian mental health? There's a group.
Maybe. I think so. But you know what? I think it's like. Yeah, I am actually.
Yeah, that's a cool space. But that's a good idea to have like just a bunch of people get together and talk about their.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
I think you should do it.
Yeah, I think it's just about like setting it up. I think that's the more difficult part, like finding a place and then like.
Yo, were you at that one event like last year where Michelangelo threw it? Obviously, at some fool's like mansion, some fool's fucking in Rolling Heights.
No, I don't know to a mansion. What? A fucking mansion?
No, it was it was a nice ass house. Like the parents were out of town, and like it was my first mixer, and I figured, oh, I'm bringing like all this shit, and I found out it wasn't a mixer when I got to my carpool. And, oh, who's bringing the booze? I'm like, what? Booze mixer? And then I invited my friend to who I said, oh, it's a mixer. It's a professional shit. Asian Creative Network. We're gonna, link up. And she pulled up, Eric's fucking drinking. This is more of a house party, and it's not a fucking mixer. I'm like, sorry.
That was my idea.
And then my angel threw one out here in the area. It was a big ass, it was a really nice house. And I thought again, oh, it's a mixer. No, there was a DJ booth and everything. And I'm like, yo, but you're playing music, it's 10 p.m. It's really loud. Oh, no, it's cool. No, neighbor said it's cool. I think a little bit after I left, the cops came. Like, yo, this place had a fucking tennis court.
Oh,
in the back, yeah. Out here.
Oh,
it was in the cut. It was in the cut. Sorry, it was in the cut.
I was like, what is this new word?
It was in the cut. It was in the cut. It was in the cut. Like there's like a lot of houses here, and some cul-de-sacs are super nice. It was one of those, and it was nice, bro. This is when White Claw was the wave. Like you could only find black cherry White Claw. You know White Claw?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I had mango for the first time couple weeks ago in fucking Michigan. I've never seen it in LA. I saw some in Irvine when I was down there, but mango is the best flavor. It's also the hardest to find.
Really? I didn't know it was rare.
You find mango where?
I don't buy it. I just like
you see
it's already bought for me.
Oh, my bad, bro.
They're everywhere at parties now, though. You know, like you pull up to a party, there's a White Claw instead of beer. Sometimes I'm like, oh, fine.
Okay. I see the White Claw thing, but you see mango?
No, I see like.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. There's like the new flavors, but I was one when I was desperate. I was like looking at like a 300-mile radius or LA radius on Bevmo and Total Wine, nothing.
What?
Yeah, but for some reason they still have it in Irvine. In like San Diego, they still have White Claw mango.
Maybe it's just not sold out there yet.
Yeah,
maybe they're just holding on to it. They should just sell it.
I think so because it's weird, man. Like I don't know. Like I don't think they're remaking that flavor. I think they're trying to move on. But that was the wave. I bought like a thing like Jameson and everything for everybody. But I dipped. And it was so close over my fucking bike. It was that close, and right after I dipped, fucking cops came. They were being really loud. I told these ones, yo, man, like it's you gotta protect the neighbors. But I haven't been to a mixer since. Been busy, man.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're like when is this EP coming out? May? April.
I'm still setting it up with my publicist, but we're looking
damn, bro, what's up?
We're looking at July or August, but the first single is going to come out in May. So you know what? I want to figure out things to do until then, so stay tuned.
Okay.
Shit, I'll work on some shit.
Cool. Where can we find you on social media?
Find me anywhere. Find me at _ Casper Sun.
Okay.
Without the underscore, it's some Asian chick. Report her so that I could get that handle.
Yo, I heard people like trying to buy fucking names.
Yo, I tried it. I offered her like $50.
She said no?
She didn't respond. She's not using the account. It's inactive. Report that shit.
Oh, is it inactive?
It's inactive.
That's the worst, bro.
I know. Just give me the handle.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep putting underscores in my name.
I can say they can make it's tough sometimes, you know?
It is.
Let's see. What's Popeye's Popeye?
Popeye, we're working on a documentary. We're putting out videos.
Really?
Yeah.
Documentary, that's sick.
Yeah, we're working on documentaries. And we're putting out, we just put out a bunch of session videos where we like work with like artists and stuff. And like a mini documentary about the freedom that artists get in Beijing.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Okay. I know there's the end, but I'm gonna end it with this. Is like hip hop big in what? I'm sorry, I'm being culturally and geographically ignorant. Is Beijing and Taiwan?
Hip hop is really big in both Beijing and Taiwan.
So is Beijing and Taiwan's in the same?
No, Taiwan is a country right off the coast of China.
Right.
Beijing is actually the capital of China.
Okay.
Yeah.
See,
Taipei is the capital of Taiwan.
I know there's a lot of political shit going on right now.
Oh, there's so much.
Yeah, that's another episode.
There's so much.
But
especially with the new election.
I know that hip hop has been in China, it's like how it's done upon.
It is just because of the culture.
Yeah.
But I think that just makes it even more popular.
Yeah.
You know the youths.
The youth.
The youths.
Yeah.
They run shit.
How is it in Taiwan?
It's so much better.
Yeah.
It's way more westernized than China is right now in terms of like freedom and culture.
Mm-hmm.
Like I went to a bookstore and I saw like pornographic books. And I was like, wow.
Barnes and Noble?
No, it was actually it's called Elite.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like its own like chain, like Asian chain.
Hentai section or what?
There was.
Oh shit, I'm going.
Yo,
I'm so cool. What was the next play? That's yo.
Fucking told you.
Yeah.
But like, it's like I wouldn't see that shit in China. I think. Just because it was like, it was display. It was on display. I saw tits on display. You know, the tits were on the cover. I was like, that's when I realized like how lucky my parents and grandparents are able to. Like, I'm so glad they grew up in Taiwan rather than China.
Yeah.
Because like they didn't have I feel like they weren't as repressed as individuals in Taiwan as they would have been in China in terms of like just political thoughts and everything. And I think having them raise me, they were a lot more open to things because they were raised in Taiwan. Right. So like put all the shits in out there.
Yeah.
I think I love Taiwan because of the way that it handles the situation.
Would you recommend visiting there?
I do. It's amazing. Definitely go to Taipei. But if you want to go to the rural side, that's a little bit more meager in living. It's still worth it to go check out, just because it's like nature. Nature is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, I fucked up one time. My homegirl, she's from Taiwan, Taipei. I was so, this was 2000, I was hella culturally ignorant. I was like, yo, you from China? No, I'm from Taipei. I'm like, oh, my bad. I didn't know, bro. Like,
yo, there's a difference.
Yeah, I felt hella bad.
Yeah.
But she just said, no, I'm from Taipei. I'm not Chinese, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Like, when people say, like, oh, are you Chinese? I'm like, no, I'm Taiwanese. And, like, I get that, but that's not my thing. But, like, I get that.
I mean, it's a big difference.
It's a younger thing. It's like our generation kind of thing.
Yeah. Recommendations for dim sum and SGV.
Samu.
Samu?
I guess not. I guess not.
Because because my experience in Irvine was different from maybe the experience in.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
It could be because from what they didn't have carts.
Oh, you know what?
That's
a good point. I think the food was just really good though. I love Samu food.
Okay.
The food is just amazing.
That's the thing. We didn't have. My mom kept saying, "Let's get peking duck." No, dim sum. Order dim sum. There's no cart. That was kind of weird. But I hear they're fucking everything was amazing.
Yeah.
Like I should have gotten the roast duck and all that shit.
They have like a chow mein that's like so fire and like a roast like pork. Oh fuck, I'm hungry.
Yeah. So same dim sum. What about 888?
888, yeah.
I was supposed to go there.
Yo, it's fire. Ba ba ba. That's what they call it. Yeah, 888. It's fire. Capital seafood. That's what it's called, right? Capital seafood.
I think it's 888 seafood.
Like 888 seafood. Yeah, we call it ba ba ba. I actually don't know the English name for it. I think it's literally 888, but it's fire. That's actually my go-to.
Really?
Yeah. My other go-to, if I'm feeling lazy, there's one next to the 99 Ranch. I forgot what it's called, but it's just next to the 99 Ranch in Arcadia.
There's a to-go dim sum. Like,
oh, where?
Yeah, my homegirl took a picture of it. It's like, take it home. I gotta ask her.
So do you just...
You go there, you order it, and they give it. It's not like it's to go. I don't think there's a place to sit. I think you just like order to go. I don't know. I'm gonna check.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So
that's like curbside shit right there.
Yeah. I think that's what cover. I think that's about it. That was a very good conversation. That was really good, man. Thank you for being a good host, being a good guest. Sorry. That was really good.
Welcome to my podcast.
All right, man. Thank you very much. Voncast show. Nice meeting you, man. Take care. Thank you for being here.